So we did a video in the past about these guys' cables, the Magtame. But one of the things I was like, hey, the cables you sent me, even though I love the magnetic and I use it all the time, they're the cables that I've switched pretty much all my other cables to these cables because I like them. Again, not sponsored, even though they did send these to me. I just think they're nice heavy duty cables. And the magnetic is a real bonus. So I ended up reaching back out to them and saying, hey, when I did the last review, I noticed that there was a bunch of new cables. Was there any way to get some of the new cables? And they said, sure. We got these ones sent out to us. And these are kind of all-in-one cables. Now they do cost, again, a little bit more. And one of these cables I don't think you'll necessarily truly need yet. But if you're going to spend this kind of money on a cable, you may as well get a cable that is kind of a little bit more future-proofed. So if you look at this cable, I wanted this cable for one, it's long, right? This is their USB-C to USB-C Thunderbolt cable, 100-watt charging power, 20 gigabits data, which is awesome. That's Thunderbolt speed. And it's, of course, magnetic. Now, this one is a long cable. This is their 2-meter, which is the one that I'm going to now use for my laptop charging because 100 watts, yes. 2 meters, yes. Perfect, right? So we'll take a look at that. I wanted to see this one because this one here, you can see this is, again, their USB-C to USB-C cable. Again, 20 gigabits. But here's the cool thing, 240 watt charging. Now, I don't have anything, nor do I necessarily know of anything that can send out 240 watts, charge at 240 watts. I don't have any power bricks at all that can send out 240 watts, but it can. So again, if you're like, I might as well get a cable that will be able to do that once that becomes available. Oh yes. Now this one does come out in 1 meter, 1.5 meters, and 2 meters. 1 meter is one I got, so $55 US. If you're looking at 1.5, you're looking at $69, and the 2 meter version, $83. So not inexpensive. If you can get 240 watts, and a device, number one, that can send out that much power, and a device that can take that much power, you would literally be able to charge a laptop in minutes, right? It would be so fast. Anyway, so let's take a look at these two cables, and I already know they're going to be awesome, but you can see these cables, I guess. So first off, this is a little bit, again, of the confusion when you go to their website. And I don't know, there's a lot of new here, but you'll see 60 watts, 60 watts, 240 watts. This one here, I think they seem to change a lot of stuff all the time, and I'm not 100% sure. 100 watt, right? If you look at because it says Thunderbolt. It does say Thunderbolt and 20 gigs. I'm very curious if this is actually what this has become, because it just seems there is no 100 watt. Not that I can see, right? If I come here in the search bar, let's just do it. 100 watt. Oh no, see, that's a data. That would be nice though, if you're looking for something like that. 100 watt. See, I click on 100 watt and it takes me to this cable, but this is the black cable. So, and they don't sell this one in a 2 meters. So I have this feeling that this, even though it says 100 watt, may be more. I'm curious. I'm really curious. What does it say on the back? It doesn't. It just says 100 watt, 20 gigs. And see, and it does say. See here. You guys see it. 8K 60 hertz and 4K 144 hertz, which is also super awesome. So if you get an 8K camera, it can actually utilize that. And for me, down the road, that may be something that's even more important. 8K 60, because I like cameras. If you come into this, what's something to see is that when you click on this Mag cables, it's the only one that talks about this 8K is that one. Maybe this is the old version of this. I'm going to plug this in to something and see if I can get it to come over. We're going to see if it'll go over the 100 watts. I don't know if it will. I'm going to plug it into a power bar. There's way too many sticky things on here. I am super, super curious. Who doesn't want a 2-meter cable that can do this kind of speeds, right? It does say, but it does say 100 on the back. Look at the size of that cable. Oh man, that's excellent. That's a big cable. Yes, and that's all you get in it, right? You get a cable. There's that magnetic. I love it. Here's the only way I can kind of test this. So this battery, I'm hoping this battery is not at 21%. Perfect. 21%. First off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in. This is a USB outlet over here. I don't know how much power it actually pushes out of its USB, but let's plug it in and find out. We're going to use this cable. Now, if I can get over 100 watts on anything, I'll be pretty excited. Ready? All right, let's see. Let's click. And again, this is just through its USB, and I don't think that USB puts out a ton of power. So this is pushing out, it says 18.7, so I'm going to say it's a 20, this is just a 20 watt. Now I also have this. This also has a USB connector on it. Let's see if this does anything. We'll find out. Ready? And click. That's even slower, but that's not surprising because that's a old USB power brick. Okay, so I'm not overly pleased with that. Let's do the opposite where we run it to my laptop just to see. Are we going to get closer to like 50 or 60 on the out? Because again, we're using our cable here. 32, 34, 36. So we are climbing. And what is my battery at? See, my battery's not overly low. So 40, 42, we're climbing. We're climbing. That's probably what my laptop, because I think this laptop only really needs like 45 or so, something like that. So we are getting what that gets. Okay, there's got to be a way for me to test this. So I'm going to pause these. See, this is a 65. Yes, this is a 65. So if I took this and plug that in, I should get somewhere close to the 60 mark. Boom, 60. It hit 60 like right away. 60.6. So the other ones, yeah, because the other one on their site said 60. We are hitting 60, which is what this is. We are hitting 60. 60 is good. All right, I'm going to find a power brick that can put out more than, I'm hoping I can find one that puts out more than 100. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I did find a bigger power brick, but again, it doesn't say anywhere on it. I'm sure this is probably one of the biggest ones I have. I don't know, again, one of these is going to be like the fast charger. We'll try the bottom just to see. You're going to have a cable in your face. That's okay. Click. What do we get out of the bottom one? 41, 91, 93. So this must be a 100 watt charger. But I'm getting 93, 93.6. Pretty dead on, 93.6. Now if I change that to the one above it, I think 100 watt is the fastest charger I actually have. I don't think these will change. 27, I think the second port on here is slower. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just whenever you use one port. Maybe 90, 90.1. So it's a little slower when you're using a single. But still, I don't think I have anything that's faster than that. So it definitely gets 100 for sure. Definitely gets 100. Now, this one, just so you guys can see it, there's a 240. This is, I would say now, because I can't see a 100 watt one on there. I would say now, if you're buying one of these, and you are someone that is like, no, I'm gonna be getting an 8K camera, like a I don't want to say real, but like a mirrorless camera or something like that, something that's got like a really high bit rate, then I would go that route. Same kind of foldy, right? I'm just gonna unplug this one and plug this one in. Same idea. I'm curious, because maybe the other one just peaks at that because of that. This one does 240. So let's just see. Will I get faster? Will I? 93. 95. It is going faster. Oh, no, the other one I got to 96, didn't I? So I'd say, yeah, it's the same kind of. So I'm limited right now. This must be a 100 watt charger. This must be a 100 watt, because I think I have a 100 watt and I think I have a 60. So somebody needs to send me a 240 watt charger is what they need to do. Now the other thing is, maybe this only has the ability to charge at 100 watts. That's also a possibility. I don't have anything else that can do faster than that. These are both awesome cables. I would get the 240 because you're future proofing, right? And they are nice heavy duty cables, which is fantastic. As you can see here, I just take these and you just kind of get them kind of where they need to go and just throw these in your bag. They stick together. It's perfect, right? It's so good. So good. These are the Magtame cables. I like them. These are the cables that I'm using now. I have the Lightning version. I have a USB-A to USB-C, and then I have a couple USB-C to USB-Cs. Super nice, nice data transfer. 60 watt is probably lots for anybody now. But again, if you're spending this kind of money on a cable, maybe not a horrible idea to kind of think about it and get a faster cable now than having to do it again later. All right, links down below if you guys are interested, and I will see you guys next video. Later.